So, hello all, this is Damini, co founder of WeMakeScholars. I welcome you to another episode of Discover Study Abroad. So, this is a special episode wherein I have Sarika with me, who runs a very popular channel called as Your Knowledge Buddy, wherein she makes videos on different aspects of studying and working in the UK as well as other countries. So, those videos are very informative and wonderful videos. So, you should check that out. But after this video, and Sarika had been in UK for almost 12 years. She went there on her work visa through her company Cognizant. So she has seen a lot of Indian students coming to the UK. So she is going to share some tips on how can international students find full-time jobs in an easier way, and how should they build their profile to land in a proper job. And also she's going to talk about part-time jobs and the tips on that. So let's listen to this and do watch till the end because it is very useful. So, hi Sarika, thanks a lot for taking time for this session today on a Sunday. So, before I start this session, can you please introduce yourself quickly?
Yeah, thanks, Damini. Thanks for having me here. So, I'm Sarica. I'm born and brought up in India. So, I'm totally Desi, by the way. I'm living in UK for the last 12 years. So I moved to the UK through my company Cognizant. So I'm working in IT, where I have worked in different kind of roles from bottom till the top, where I also got opportunity to work with different and big brands in UK like Virgin Atlantic, Sainsbury's and John Lewis, to name a few. And in our free time, both my husband and I, we have started working as a career advisor, career coach, and also a YouTuber. And our name of the channel is Your Knowledge Buddy, to help students and any job seekers who want to settle and move to the UK on the job basis.
Okay, sure. So Sarika, as you must have seen, you had been in UK since 2010. So in all these 12 years, you must have seen a lot of students from India coming to UK to have their dream education followed by a career path. So do you think it's a smooth sail for them to land in their first full-time job after completing their studies?
Okay, so I have seen two categories of students. So first category of students who come prepared, who had studied the UK market. For example, they know what is UK shortage occupation list. They understand what is the need and the job descriptions needed for them to get a job. So for those kind of students, I have seen they had not managed to struggle a lot because they already have a long-term vision. However, the second category are those students who don't study the UK market, who don't have any knowledge of the UK market. So they pick up any kind of course, they come here, and they are also fresh from the college. So I've seen them, they struggle because they don't have experience, they have not studied the UK market. So in short, I'm going to give a small tip for all the students. So if at all you are aiming to come to the UK either for higher studies or also have a vision to settle there, study the UK market, look at the UK shortage occupation list, and then plan a course which you think will allow you to settle here in the long term.
Okay. So now, as you have mentioned about the jobs and the shortage list and things like that. So what do you think, like from the candidate side, is there anything missing in their profile which makes them not a preferred choice by the employers in the UK, especially, Indian students? Is there something lacking more commonly in their profile?
Yeah, I have noticed two important things. First of all, like I said, experience. So UK is an experience-based market and not degree-based market. So the more experience have, better chances for you to land job in the UK, because you need to remember that you are competing with the locals and other Europeans as well. So the more experience you have in your field of study, you have a better chance. Second, I have seen people having experience, but they are not having experience in their field of study. For example, I've seen students here say they have taken a course in digital marketing or data science. However, as a part-time, they are working in Pizza Hut and baking pizza. So those jobs are not counted as relevant experience when you apply for a job in digital marketing or data science. So here I'm going to give a tip that whenever you are in the UK, try to gain experience in your field of whatever you're studying, because that experience is going to help you land a better job. So those are my top tips for the students.
Okay. And, as you have seen again, coming back to your experience, you have seen so many students and all. So, do you think there are some key tips, they can follow to build their profile throughout their education or, before coming to the UK, which will help them land, in their full-time job much more smoothly?
Yeah. So, from my experience and knowledge of how I look at the UK market, come prepared. So, how can you prepare yourself? So, first of all, whatever you are coming to study here, again, say digital marketing or data science, always go and do some courses on Udemy, Coursera, and go through the details of those courses. Because when you land in the UK, professors don't expect you to teach you everything from scratch. They think you already know the basics. And the struggle that I have seen here, students, that they struggle to cope up with the pace of the course, and they also struggle to do the assignments, they also struggle to do part-time jobs. So if you come prepared, if you already have some knowledge or certification in that particular course, you will not struggle, and then you will be able to do your course as well and your assignments in very easily as compared to facing all those difficulties. So that is the first thing I'm going to say. Second thing I'm going to say, I have seen students struggling with getting internship or apprenticeships. So it's very much like scholarship. Like for scholarship, you need to plan almost 1 year in advance. So same thing happens with internship or apprenticeships as well. So the big companies or the top companies, they start their apprenticeships program almost 1 year in advance. For example, if you're planning to come here in September intake, you should start looking for apprenticeships from July or August time itself, because that is the time when the applications will be open for the students. And you need to apply continuously, maybe 40, 50 kind of apprenticeships to get lucky, because again, there will be lots of other students like you who will be applying for it. So the sooner you apply, better for you. And the third tip, which I'm going to say, is do a lot of voluntary work, not only in India or even in UK. The more you do, it means you will have experience. And the UK community works in a way that they look at how are you giving back to the society. If you're learning something or you are gaining some knowledge, how are you helping the society? So try to gain some voluntary work, which is really important in the UK market. And also when you move to the UK, try to continue that, because it's going to help you network with the local people here or the people in that particular area. And then through networking, you might be able to get job in the UK or even your internship as well. And the fourth tip, which I'm going to say, is make sure you connect with your seniors of your college. For example, if you have already set up your mind, say you're coming to Coventry University, they already have an alumni page. So you can connect with your seniors through LinkedIn, or also connect with them on Facebook or any other social handle, whatever details are provided, like email ID. So try to understand what are the courses they have done, or what is the prospect or future prospect of those courses. So those are the tips that I'm going to give to the students.
Okay. So I think, Sarika, if I summarize it in a way, I think, part-time jobs, of course, students get into to, fulfill their, let's say, living expenses needs and whatever they are, trying to earn. But I think they should get themselves involved into some things which will help them in the long run getting a full-time job. So as you rightly mentioned, voluntary work, which they can do while they are studying, and also doing relevant internships, and also
Yeah.
applying for internships even before they land in the UK. So I think those are some of the very useful tips, and I think it's going to help a lot of my viewers who are watching this today. Now, I think other than the full-time job, another concern which students have is when they land in the UK, how are they going to get part-time jobs? Because I think everyone talks about, hey, you land in the UK, you will be able to earn enough money to live out there, right, without asking your parents, or without taking money back from home. So is it easy to get a part-time job? And if not, what are some of the tips which will make it easy to get a part-time job?
So first thing, again, getting a part-time job is not at all tough in the UK,
Okay.
irrespective of COVID situation or not. UK market is kind of already open. The government has announced that we need to live with this COVID thing, and almost everybody is everybody got a booster jab. So they have already made plans to open almost everything. So I've seen very less restrictions. So it means there are plenty of jobs for all the students out there. Okay. However, the struggle is if you try to find job in your field, then you have a problem, because if you don't plan for it in advance, then you may find difficulty. So just touching upon what I said previously. So even for part-time jobs, for example, just take an example of September intake. If you know you're coming for September intake, you already have all those famous job sites, say start with LinkedIn, Read, Indeed, UkHired.com, Totaljobs, Glassdoor. There are plenty of websites already, and they already have a filter called as part-time. If you just use that part-time, you can start browsing all the kind of jobs you can land in your area. If you're planning to stay in Coventry, you can select the location and you can get an idea. So you'll get a job definitely in all the kind of jobs. Yeah, as if you want to work in a restaurant or in a pub or in a fast food industry as well. However, that is a very short-term plan. You should think of your long-term plan. If you are into digital marketing, or if you're into data science or any kind of field, yeah, always try to find part-time jobs in your field. And for that, I've seen students struggling, because when they land in the UK, just because they want to support themselves by not taking money from their parents, they just pick up any kind of work. Yeah. So if you speak to your seniors, your friends, your colleagues, they will refer you to a retail outlet, or they might say somewhere else. It's easy to get. So only tip I'm going to say, have your short-term goal versus your long-term goal. Your plan should always be on a long-term goal. If you take up such kind of jobs, of course, it is going to help you financially, but you need to look how it's hampering your long-term goal. So for short-term goal, maybe you can continue doing it, but always keep on applying till the time you don't get part-time job in your field of area. So that is what I'm going to suggest people.
Yeah, so I think that was very important because Sarika, I think I have seen a lot of students working in McD and KFC and this and that, which is not adding value to their resume, right? So I think they should do things as you mentioned. Keep applying. I mean, see, to meet your needs, to earn enough, they can start from somewhere until they get the job which is relevant to them. So Sarika, before we wrap this session, I think I would conclude it with asking you one question. What are some of the key tips you would like to give our viewers who are actually planning to come to the UK, especially during these COVID times? So what are some of your key tips?
So few things that I can think of, again, based on my experience and knowledge and interacting with the students. I think I lack as well. Networking skills is very important in the UK. Yeah, I've seen people landing jobs just because of networking skills. Yeah, the more you are good with networking, the better chances for you to land job. Either it can be a part-time job or a full-time job. So I'm going to say improve on your networking skills. So how can you do that? People don't know, they understand networking, but they say how to do that. For example, if you are coming on a digital marketing course, so on LinkedIn, you can find people digital marketing. Look at the junior roles like junior data, digital marketing, and try to send connection requests. Try to connect with your seniors. Try to connect with your colleagues. Yeah, try to connect with anyone you know through in the UK. What you can also do is there are a lot of Facebook groups. So you can join those Facebook groups like Indians in London, Indians in UK, international students, Indian students in, say, in London, Edinburgh. There are different kind of groups, and also Telegram groups. Join them and network. And those groups are very helpful, where I have seen a lot of people helping each other. So I'm going to encourage anyone and everyone to improve on your networking skills. And also, come out of your comfort zone. Just don't network with Indians. What I'm going to say is make connections with the local people, because you remember you're moving to abroad, to a country where you should be making friends with the local people, because they might help you more by saying, hey, are you aware of it? You can work here. This company is hiring. So make connection requests with the local people, like the local British people. So that is the first thing I'm going to say. Second thing I'm going to say, like I said, internship. Focus on your internship, because if you land a good internship in your area, you have a high chances to get even a visa sponsorship if you're looking to settle in the UK. So that is going to help you. So again, plan ahead, almost 12 months in advance. Third thing that I can say is, whichever course you are coming, try to Google and find out which are the top 50 or 100 companies in your area who had sponsored maximum number of visa sponsorship. Yeah, for example, let's take example of finance and banking. Yeah, so last year I know PwC UK, KPMG, Deloitte, Bloomberg, those were the big companies who had provided maximum visa sponsorship. So in your area, Google the list of top 50, 100 and go and follow them on LinkedIn. check out their career page and send connection requests to people so that you will be made aware whenever a new jobs are advertised. If you follow their page, follow their careers page, you will get all the jobs they advertise, and keep on looking their jobs so that you know when to apply. And the fourth thing which I'm going to say is voluntary works. Continue doing that even in India or even in UK, because that will help you with the networking. The more people you meet and more you try to mingle and understand the UK culture, it's going to help you in the long term. And maybe just the last tip, have a read of UK shortage occupation list. Just don't take up any course on your own. First of all, make a vision for you. What is your plan? Do you want to come and settle in the UK, or you are just moving abroad to gain some experience, international exposure? If your plan is to settle in the UK, I'm going to advise go through all the jobs which is in shortage occupation list. For example, digital marketing is in huge demand everywhere, but that is not in UK shortage occupation list. So what does that mean? It means if you want a visa sponsorship after your graduate visa expires, you will struggle to find a sponsor for yourself, which means even though that course is good enough, but you may struggle to settle in the UK. So do your research and make sure if you are just coming to get international exposure, you can take up any kind of course which interests you. I think those are the top tips which I can think from.
Okay, sure, Sarika. I think that is such, it's full of information. It is so useful, and thanks a lot for having agreeing to do this collab, and helping all the students with the tips which you have shared. So again, I would like to tell my viewers that please do check out Sarika's channel, which is Your Knowledge Buddy, and we have also done a video on scholarships for UK on her channel, so do check that out as well. So thank you, Sarika. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you, Damini. Bye.
So whatever useful sites, websites Sarika spoke about, the job sites and all those things, all those links are in the description. So do check that out.
Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon to never miss any updates from us.